for visitors in Canada. In today's video update, we will talk about the recent changes in Canadian immigration, which confirms that visitors in Canada carry on to have access to work permits. The IRCC announced the renewal of a temporary policy that was implemented a year ago to assist companies in finding workers and to allow temporary residents to enter the labour force. Canada stated that it is extending a coronavirus-related policy that allows travellers to acquire work permits until the 28th of February 2022. Temporary residents in Canada with valid visitor status have been permitted to apply for an employer-specific work permit from within Canada from the 24th of August 2020. This is a temporary regulation modification since typically, foreign employees in Canada on a visitor's visa are unable to change status without leaving the country. When it was first implemented, the measure was meant to assist companies who were having difficulties hiring workers, as well as to allow tourists who were suffering visa issues owing to the epidemic to access the labour market. Owing to limited international air travel, some visitors were unable to leave the country, while several foreign employees were forced to convert their status to visitor, since their work permits had expired, and they could not apply for new ones due to a lack of employment. Initially, the policy enabled any tourists who arrived in Canada before the 24th of August 2021 and had legitimate temporary resident status to apply for a work visa. Since then, Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship Canada have broadened the qualifying requirements to encompass all visitors, regardless of their arrival date in Canada. Those with visitor status must meet the following requirements in order to be eligible for an employer-specific work permit. Be in Canada with valid temporary resident status as a visitor, including maintained status, at the time they submit the work permit application. Have submitted an employer-specific work permit application. Remain in Canada with legal status. Submit the application by the 28th of February 2022. The policy also permits foreign nationals who satisfy the aforementioned requirements and have held a valid Canadian work permit in the preceding 12 months to apply for temporary work authorization for their new employer while their application is pending. In order to apply for interim work permission, candidates must fulfill the following conditions. Have valid temporary status at the time of application and expect to remain in Canada with status. Intend to work for their employer and in the occupation listed on their work permit application. And complete an IRCC web form. Visitors who have been able to visit Canada amid travel restrictions due to the COVID-19 would benefit from this extension. Travel restrictions have begun to lessen since August, with the border reopening to US residents and, as of the 7th of September 2021, to all properly vaccinated international passengers. While Canada is in a better situation than many other nations, the epidemic is nevertheless having a substantial economic and social impact. As a result, the government is redoubling its efforts to build its workforce by allowing both existing residents and new immigrants to contribute to economic recovery and the strengthening of the Canadian labour market. According to the most recent labour market statistics, there were 815,800 job vacancies in June, the highest rate of job openings since Statistics Canada began collecting data in October 2020. According to a recent RBC research, the labour deficit might increase in the coming months.